year 2019, I've been watching real estate industry over the past 10 years, and especially lately, there's many more and more companies talking about becoming an agent-centric, focus on the agent. And I disagree. And here at Titanium Real Estate Network, the whole business model here is client-centric. If you build a business, if you build a real estate brokerage based on what's best for the consumers, then everything else will take care of itself. So give you an example of agent-centric that's been going on in real estate industry today. If you're a real estate agent watching this, as we launch into the new year's, I'm inviting you to start questioning the industry norms and standards. One of the very common is, for example, if I'm looking to buy a home and I go to a real estate agent, what do you think an agent-centric will do? An agent-centric model will take my email. I go to an open house, they'll take my email and put my email on an automatic email system. An automatic email system, the real estate agents are emailing me homes that I myself already seen online. See, what's the value of a real estate agent in that transaction? If all you do as a real estate, if all real estate agents do is just emailing me homes that I myself already seen online. Do you guys realize, if you're a real estate agent watching this, the moment the properties get input into the MLS, it gets syndicated. For example, I'm here in Los Angeles, CRMLS gets syndicated to over 15,000 end user websites. Zillow, Realtor.com, Redfin, ColdWeatherBanker.com, Remax.com, KW.com, all the end users consumer websites. So if all you do is just emailing you homes to the buyers, homes that the buyers themselves already see online, there is no value in that transaction. And guess what? The customers already know about it, right? I used to ask in the past couple of years, every time I speak in front of real estate agent, I always ask this question. What if the customer know the truth about you, real estate agent? And when I say that, what I meant was that all you do, you're just emailing them homes that they themselves already seen online. And today is January 2019. Let me just break the news to you. Guess what? The consumers know about it already, right? So when we talk about client-centric model here at Titanium Real Estate Network, we actually teach the agents in our team every day to, for example, be able to show homes that match the client's criteria, homes, including homes that hard to find online. For example, for sale by owners, Zillow coming soon, foreclosure, homes that's previously listed, expired, withdrawn, cancel listings, right? These are all homes that the owner of the house have raised their hand and say, hey, I'm thinking of selling my house. So the buyers, let's use an example, the buyers looking to buy a home between Main Street and the First Street. Most real estate agents, all they do, they go to the MLS and they just email homes that match the client's criteria. The challenge with that is that what if the homes that match the client's criteria are not available on the MLS, right? As technology becoming more and more advanced, there are more and more technologically based companies that is going to have a list of homes that match your client's criteria, but not on the MLS. Now what are you gonna do, right? If you are a real estate agent watching this. So here at Titanium Real Estate Network, how are we able to do that? Well, we empower each real estate agent in our team to be able to set, negotiate, and collect their own buyer's broker fees. Now think about that. If you are a real estate agent watching this, and if you know how to set your own fees, negotiate your own fees, and collect your own buyer's broker fees, it free you up, right? You are no longer being captive to only show homes that's only available on the MLS. The only reason real estate agents are only showing homes that active on the MLS is because that's how traditionally the real estate agents get paid, through whatever offer on the MLS. But unfortunately, today is 2019 and beyond, as technology becoming more and more and more advanced, then you gotta be able to give access to the consumers homes that's not outside the MLS, that's outside homes that the customers cannot see online. Now you are adding value. Let me ask you this question, and I ask this question all the time, every day when we do our training here in our office, in our company. I always ask this question: if the buyer buy home from you or from the competitors, or they themselves go directly to the listing agent, will the consumers eventually end up with the same homes anyway? Because if the answer is yes, if the buyers will eventually end up with the same homes anyway, same experience, same home, then you don't add value in that transaction. And guess what? Price is only a factor in the absence of value. Today is 2019, January 2019, January 3rd, 2019, first day back here in the office. I'm sending an invitation for you. I'm sick of listening to all these real estate companies bragging about their model is agent-centric. Well, agent-centric model do not benefit the consumers. You're just being a commodity to the consumers, and what ends up happening is that you become replaceable. Because now from the consumer's perspective, then I could have just gone with agent A, agent B, agent C, it's all the same thing anyway, because I'm gonna end up with the same home anyway. There is no difference between agent 1 and agent 2, because all they do, they're just emailing me homes that I myself already seen online. Right? Homes that I already seen online. Some of these homes are not even available for sale, they're already sold. Right? So what's the value in that transaction? So that's the first thing, looking at it from the buyer's perspective. If you're thinking of selling your home, for example, if all you do is be the listing agent in 2019 and beyond, you'll be in trouble, right? Because the customers are not stupid, right? If all real estate agents do put a for sale sign, put it on the MLS, then anybody can do it. So here at Titanium Real Estate Network, we actually have a database of over 30,000 buyers in waiting. So the way it works in our team is that our marketing department every month generate between about 1,500 to 2,000 leads. These are potential buyers that call our office every single month. And then we have 11 people in our inside sales team who speak and call these the prospective buyers, check the timing and motivation. Don't give price, but checking timing and motivation. If the buyers are ready to make a move in the next 2 to 3 weeks, then our inside sales team will book the appointments to our outside sales team, the real estate agents. Imagine if you're a real estate agent and every day in 2019 for the next 12 months, imagine every day you wake up, you open up your calendars, and there'll be appointments after appointments. Monday at 3 o'clock, buyer's appointments in the office. Tuesday at 5 o'clock, listing appointments on 123 Main Street. Wednesday at 7 o'clock, another listing appointments at the seller's house. Thursday at 2, a buyer's appointment here in the office. Saturday at 5 o'clock, listing appointment. Imagine that's how your days and weeks and months look like every day, every month for the rest of 2019. Do you think you'll be more productive? Now, let me ask you a more basic question. If you focus on what's best for the customers, for the consumers, for the buyers and sellers, imagine now instead of spending 70-80% of the time, real estate agents today are prospecting, cold calling, door knocking, looking for clients. Imagine in 2019, you spend 100% of your time actually servicing the clients. So here at Titanium Real Estate Network, our model is either you spend your time servicing the clients, or you are in training. We have our daily training. Our training system is every day. We have access to what's called Titanium University. Titanium University is an online platform that we partner up with Cardone U with over 1,200 online training that's available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days in the entire year 2019. You have access to online training which includes negotiation, leadership, training, persuasion, influence, operation, customer service. Imagine over 1,200 personal growth and development videos available at your fingertips every single day. So that's the first thing we have everybody here have access to. Second thing is that we have our weekly advanced VIP buyers training. At our VIP advanced buyer training, basically we focus on equipping, empowering each real estate agent in our company to be able to set their own buyer's broker fees, negotiate their buyer's broker fees, and collect their own buyer's broker fees. Because if you already know how to set, negotiate, and collect your own buyer's broker fees, guess what? Right? I've been getting so many calls, real estate agents, especially in 2018, asking about, hey, do you see this? There are real estate companies now offering on the listing on the MLS at $1. Right? So what else? Let me ask you this question. In 2019, what else at the MLS offered at $1? Tell me, what else that's offered at $1 or zero? Basically, it's at no commission. What else offered at no commission? How about for sale by owners? How about expired, cancel, withdraw, hope previously listed, new homes, new construction, for foreclosure? So these are all homes that match the clients, your buyer's criteria, just because you, real estate agents, don't know how to negotiate your own fees. You are sacrificing your clients because of your incompetence. So stop doing that, right? So that's why I'm challenging all these companies that claim to be agent-centric to be customer-centric. So if you're a real estate agent watching this in 2019, I challenge you every day, whatever you do, you ask yourself, is whatever I'm doing, how does it benefits the consumer? Because if you build a business and the foundation of that business is what's best for the consumer, that business is going to be long-lasting. That business is going to be prosperous because your business is built on a solid foundation. What's good for the consumers? Because at the end of the day, the consumers, the marketplace is the one who's going to dictate. They're going to vote whether your agent-centric model or our titanium customer-centric model is the ones that the customer is going to choose. The customer is going to vote, and you know how they're going to vote? They're going to vote with their money. They're going to vote with their decision where they're going to do business with. So in 2019, my challenge to real estate agent is this. Start questioning everything you do. Just because everybody in the industry emailing homes that's available online, homes that the customer already see, that doesn't make it right. Just because everybody doing it doesn't make it right. In fact, one of the principles of success is that if you want to be successful in 2019 and beyond, challenge the industry norms and standards. Do the opposite. If you want to be successful, if everybody is doing it this way, I want you to be different. Because if you are different, then that's how the marketplace do the opposite of the masses. In fact, I think the latest number, 2017 or 18, from the National Association of Realtors, the average real estate agent in America today, gross commission income is less than $39,000 a year. And that's gross commission income after all the marketing expenses, after all the travel expense, after all the expenses. God knows how much these agents make. And I don't want that be you. I don't want you to be the statistics that quoted by the National Association of Realtors in 2019. Here at Titanium Real Estate Network is the year of expansion. We focus to empower you, real estate agents, so you can go serve big. Our mission here is to be the best place to work, buy and sell real estate in California, and the only way for us to be able to accomplish that vision, to be the best place to work and buy and sell real estate in California, is through our partnership. The only way we can achieve our vision is to help more real estate agents to do what's good for the consumers. So I'd like to partner up with you. If you're watching this video and you've never been to our team, or you've been in our team before a couple of years ago, I'm inviting you back for a private backstage tour so you can see the inner working of our customer-centric model. At our customer-centric business model here, the reason the agent in our team can focus on servicing the client and they don't need to do prospecting, cold calling, door knocking is because we set up a system where each individual person in our team has a specific role in that transaction instead of juggling all the ball by themselves, right? No matter how good you are, if you're a real estate agent, you know, you do the marketing, you're looking for the customers, you're doing the cold calling, you're doing the prospecting, and then you're doing all the follow-up, you're doing the mailings, you do your blogs, you do your website, now everybody have to do a video. Now at the same time, you have to show homes, you write the offers, you are negotiating deals, you're doing the home inspection, you are doing the termite inspection, you have to sit there for the request for repair, for the contractor to do the work, you have to make copy of the cut keys, open the door, you need to put a for sale sign up there, do the painting, you do the paperwork, all the seller disclosure, give it to the owner of that. There's so many things that one single real estate agent have to do in one single transaction. So here at our Titanium Real Estate Network, we are unique in a sense that we develop a team system where each individual person has a specific role in a transaction, so each person just focus on doing the one thing. At the end of the day, the consumer, the reason we are developing this team system is to benefit the consumer, so the consumers can get the experience. So when the customers buy a home, for example, with our company, they are not going to end up with the same homes anyway, because we every day we are showing them homes that match their criteria. That's hard to find online, right? And the only reason we are able to do that is because the real estate agent in our team, they don't need to do any of the cold calling. And the reason they don't need to do any of the cold calling, prospecting, or knocking is because we have a marketing department who's every day, they don't do anything else other than make sure we get incoming buyer and sellers. And our marketing department do such a good job, they actually get about 1,500 to 2,000 prospective buyers and sellers calling in every single day. Our admin staff team role, main purpose, they only do one thing and one thing only, that is to input our incoming call. Either from the billboards, from the radio, from the direct mails, from the postcards, from the online platforms, from the TV, from the radio, from all these things that our marketing department have done. Our admin staff team job is only to make sure it gets inputted into our database, so that way then our next department, which is our inside sales team, can call back and check the timing and motivation. Only if the clients are timing and motivation is now, then we book the appointments to our outside sales team. Our outside sales team only focus on one thing and one thing only, and that is to deliver our VIP buyers benefits and our VIP sellers benefits. That's all our outside sales team do. And then our transaction coordinators department taking care of all the paperwork to make sure all the T's are crossed, all the I's are dotted. And then we have our media team. Our media team focus is only one thing, that is to communicate, to leverage everything we do here at our team system, leveraging social media and the video and YouTube and Google and Instagram to communicate this with the outside world. And then our customer service department is to focus on the referral marketing system. So that's the whole system. So if you've never been here, I'm inviting you for a backstage tour so you can see how the real estate office of the future, our client-centric model works. All you need to do, call 626-789-0159. Again, to set up a private backstage tour of our real estate sales team, all you need to do, call 626-789-0159. So that's the customer-centric model.